Why are wages falling behind the rising cost of living? Imagine earning a paycheck and feeling like it's not stretching as far as it used to. That's what many workers are experiencing today. The reason behind this is tied to a concept called purchasing power. When prices go up, your money buys less. If wages don't keep pace with these rising prices, your ability to buy things shrinks. Since the pandemic started winding down in 2021, inflation has surged at rates not seen in decades. Prices for everyday goods like food, housing, and healthcare have increased sharply. For example, from January 2021 to now, prices have risen about 22.7%. During the same period, wages have only increased around 21.5%. That 1.2 percentage gap means workers are losing some of their purchasing power. They can buy fewer items with the same paycheck. In 2022, inflation hit a high of 9.1% in June, the highest in 40 years. Despite wages rising by 6.7% that summer, it was not enough to cover the higher costs. This means many people felt their paychecks didn't go as far as before. Some workers saw their wages grow faster than inflation, but more than 40% are still falling behind. This gap is even wider for lower-income households, where wages only grew about 1% in 2025. Meanwhile, high-income households saw wages grow at a faster rate, about 3.7%. Long-term wage stagnation is also part of the picture. The federal minimum wage has not increased since 2009. If wages had kept pace with productivity gains, minimum wage workers would be earning nearly $22.88 per hour in 2021. But their wages remain much lower. Over the past few decades, wages for low-wage workers have fallen 5%, while wages for high-wage earners have risen 41%. This shows that wage growth has become more concentrated among the wealthiest. Many people also feel that their income is not enough, even if the official numbers show wages are growing. For example, in 2025, while wages increased by 4.3%, nearly 70% of Americans say their income is falling behind the cost of living. This disconnect is because costs like housing, healthcare, and food have increased faster than general inflation measures. These costs hit lower-income families hardest. From a simple point of view, when inflation rises faster than wages, your purchasing power drops. You can afford less with each paycheck. This makes it harder to pay bills, save money, or plan for the future. People are also trying to pay down debt and save for emergencies, but their money doesn't stretch as far. The pace of real wage growth remains slow, only about 1.1% from 2024 to 2025. Different industries and groups experience this gap differently. For example, the information sector has seen weaker wage growth compared to other sectors. Women and racial minorities often face bigger challenges because their wages tend to grow more slowly or stay flat. Some workers and industries are managing inflation better, but many are still feeling squeezed. The main reason wages fall behind is that inflation surged faster than what wages could normally grow. Wage gains are mostly going to higher earners, while long-term wage stagnation has left many workers behind. Specific costs like housing and healthcare have increased faster than overall inflation, making it even harder for people to keep up. When you look at the big picture, the key measure is purchasing power. If wages don't grow as fast as prices, workers are losing ground, and that affects everyone's economic well-being.